Dr. Moore.
Mackenzie, you read my mind. I was about to call you.
Oh, really? I just stopped in to say goodbye.
Come in. I won't keep you long.
Well, my plane leaves in a little over an hour, and I don't want to be late.
Origin of early man in the Pacific Islands. That's the theme of the conference, isn't it?
Yeah. It's an opportunity to benefit from some really fascinating new research. The fact that it's in Tahiti is purely secondary, of course.
You say research. That shirt says Club Med.
But I just thought it was important that the Institute kept up to date at all costs.
Absolutely. That's why I've asked Dr. Margulies to take your place.
Dr. Margulies? He went to the academic convention in Paris last year. This is my turn.
Cheer up. You'll have your little junket. Come in.
Yo, how you doing, Dr. M? There you are, John boy. Hey, nice threads. What'd you do, shoot a beach umbrella?
We agreed to meet outside.
What are you doing here?
I'm in transit, babes. I'm on my way to NYC.
Yeah, we're sharing a cab.
No, don't let me interrupt. Just keep talking about what you were talking about. The limo's on the Institute's tab anyway.
I'll see to it that the bill finds its way to you.
Yo, Jorge! We'll be right out. 5 minutos, no más. Gracias.
I received a letter from a former student, Joan Collingswood.
Joan Collingswood. Yes, I remember her. Graduated last term, good student. Now, about Tahiti.
That ship has sailed, Mackenzie. We must address Joan's problem. She claims to be the victim of a vampire.
Oh, no. Look, Dr. Morehouse, I've got my ticket. My plane leaves in an hour.
Oh, vampires in Tahiti. Count me in.
Don't get your passport out yet, Benedict. Joan lives in Mayfield, North Carolina.
North Carolina? Okay, it's not Tahiti, but I can get behind a couple of mint juleps.
I thought the vampire legend was a strictly European phenomenon.
Not necessarily, buddy boy. Take my publisher, for instance. Now, there's an all-American bloodsucker for you. Ah, the deep south. Magnolias in bloom, Scarlet and Rhett, Jimmy and Billy Carter, Dracula and Joan. Sure you don't want any help you there, pal?
Thank you very much. You've done enough already.
What? I veered off the highway onto the shoulder for a quarter of a mile and ran over a bottle.
You wouldn't have. You should have kept your eyes on the highway instead of trying to pick up that woman.
What, a beautiful blonde in a 10-ton truck is flirting with me? What am I supposed to do?
Blasting an air horn. You call that flirting?
Yeah, I do. Come on, just line up the holes there. Just push it on there. Come on.
Very much.
There you go, see? Here's a little hexagonal for you. You know, the more I look at this, the more... Tighten them up.
I am. I'm putting them on loose first, then I tighten them later.
You know, I'm looking at this letter, and the more I do, the more I realize that Joan is probably a victim of a vampire.
There's nothing to substantiate that theory.
What? She's got all the classic symptoms. Dizziness, exhaustion, losing track of time.
That's post-graduation anxiety syndrome. 2 miles from Mayfield, and this had to happen. What is all this stuff in here?
That there?
Yes.
Oh, that's a vampire detector. Made in Japan, but a big seller in Bucharest. Nothing going on, right? Look! Vampire bats!
Well, they're just ordinary bats.
No, they aren't. Look, there's one with a fang.
Oh, yeah, and there's one with a cape.
How can you be dead sure that Dracula isn't up there somewhere flying in formation?
Because Dracula is a fictitious character based on a 15th century Transylvanian tyrant who had a reputation for being incredibly bloodthirsty.
Sounds like a vampire to me, buddy.
Nothing supernatural about him. He just used to impale his enemies on spikes.
Okay, so he had a bad temper. How'd he do it?
Would you like me to show you? Damn it. I could have been halfway to Tahiti by now.
Come on, Jack. We finally got a case you can sink your teeth into.
Come in.
Oh, hello. We're here to see Joan Collingswood.
In the parlor.
God, that's her. What? Wasn't that graduation syndrome, I'll tell you that, pal. The vampire.
Excuse me, are you Professor Jonathan Mackenzie?
Yes.
I'm Allison Collingswood, Joan's cousin from Baltimore.
Oh, right. This is Edgar Benedict. How did you know my name?
Dr. Morehouse called and said you'd be coming. I've been watching for you.
Unfortunately, we're too late. I'm very sorry.
Thank you. But there's really nothing you could have done anyway. She died this morning.
Yeah, did they determine how? The cause of?
Well, her doctor says anemia.
What, anemia in the 80s?
Did you know about the letter that she sent to Dr. Morehouse?
Toward the end, Joan got this crazy idea that she was enslaved by a vampire. She thought she was under his spell.
Well, we have reason to believe that may be true.
No, you.
Well, I don't believe in vampires. And I also don't believe that she died of anemia. I don't know what to believe. And I am truly sorry that you've come all this way for nothing.
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
I guess you'll be leaving in the morning?
Well, no, I'd like to stay and talk to a few people, ask a few questions.
Do you think I could go with you?
Of course.
Maybe asking questions is pointless, but nothing can bring Joan back. But you have to understand, Joan and I were very close. Like sisters. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
Benedict, you wouldn't be one of the Atlanta Benedicts, would you?
No, it's Benedek. I'm part of the Bronx Benedek.
Oh, I didn't know that branch of the family.
Yeah, well, it's not a branch. It's more like a tumbleweed.
Oh.
Tragedy about Joan, isn't it? I personally don't believe the rumor about her death.
Nothing worse than people who spread rumors. Which rumors?
Well, I don't like to spread rumors, especially ones about vampires.
Ah, the legend.
Yeah, the old legend. How did that get started?
This is a very old town, Sugar. Some of our ancestors were the very first settlers here.
The very first colony in America was built not too far from here on Roanoke Island in 1587. And 3 years later, everyone mysteriously disappeared.
That's right.
So that's the legend.
No, it's fact, honey. They're in your history book.
Well, now the legend has it that one by one the colonists were killed by a vampire. Somehow the survivors buried him someplace, and he's been there ever since, waiting to get out.
Some people will believe anything.
Well, you have to believe your eyes, honey. All those bats in the nighttime sky all of a sudden, and folks getting sick, and Joan dying, and the whole town's in an uproar.
Whoa, bats in the nighttime sky. That's amazing. And nobody knows where they come from.
I know where they're from. Indian Hollow.
Well, don't you go there. That's where he was. That place is cursed.
It is not.
It is too.
Is not.
Is too.
It is not.
Is too.
It's not.
Is too.
It's not.
Who is that guy? Him and his friend been asking a lot of questions.
I've never seen him before. Just some Yankee friends of Joan, I guess.
I hope you're right.
Of course I am.
I diagnosed Joan's case as severe anemia. Unfortunately, no, the standard treatments work.
But you didn't notice anything strange about her death? Just what are you trying to get to?
Well, like tooth marks on her neck rising from the grave.
Vampirism? Look, don't you waste my time with that bull.
Come on, Doc, we're all big boys here. Let's call a bat a bat. The whole town's talking about
The
it.
whole town is a bunch of superstitious fools. There's a little epidemic going here. Everybody goes crazy.
Epidemic?
10 people have come down with anemia. So far, Joan's the only one who died. I can't explain it, of course, but it's too much to be just coincidence.
Well, could it be some disease-bearing organism, like in the local water supply?
Now, we may be a small hospital here, but we are not complete bumpkins. Do you think I checked all that?
What about puncture marks? Were there any at all on Joan's body?
None. Except for some marks on her arm from our blood tests and transfusions.
How do you know those weren't from fangs?
Because I'm a doctor. Look, boys, why don't y'all go on back home now? We got a healthy supply of fools down here already. I would hate to see their ranks swell by 2.
Doc, till somebody proves different, as far as I'm concerned, the score stands vampires 1, medical science, zilcho.
Excuse me, I'm sorry about him.
What's this about fang marks on the arm? I thought vampires only bit people in the neck. So did the 4 flying Farisi brothers of the Budapest Circus, but that was before their sister, Fatima Farisi, the fat lady, was nearly sucked dry via her big toe. You Bela Lugosi, you George Hamilton, movie vampires, they go for the hickey, but real vampires will bite anywhere there's a vein. Hi.
Hi. I bet Dr. Bidwell didn't give you any more answers than he gave me, right?
I don't think he has any.
Well, what's...
We're all the bats. Now, because bats carry rabies and all sorts of diseases, so I want to trap one for analysis.
I'm going with you.
You know the best way to get a bat?
No.
Be nice to the bat boy. Baseball joke. I'm on a roll.
Maintenance to nurse station, east west. Maintenance to nurse station.
First the funeral, now Doc Bidwell's. What do those guys want? You ease up, Sam. If I told you such a nervous Nelly, I'd never gone in with you. All right, it's just that we got a good thing going. I don't want to screw it up. Who are you worried about, the Fed? Yeah. They'd have to be pretty desperate to send out those 2. Well, maybe you're right, but there's no harm in keeping an eye on them. Come on.
Dr. Tran to OR. Dr. Tran
Who? Maps, pal. We don't need your maps. This needle is jumping around like a firewalker who lost his concentration. It is that way to the vampire, Dr. J.
We're going to take the word of an applause.
Hey,
Yes.
Jack, here comes somebody.
Hello?
Hi. You need some help?
Yeah, we certainly do. I think we've taken the wrong turn somewhere here. We're looking for Indian Hollow.
Well, just head that way. You can't miss it.
Straight ahead?
Yeah. That's great. Pleasure.
Told you so. To meet her.
Sure glad we helped them out.
No, not yet. You're digging us in deeper here. We're gonna do that quick. Just stop. We're gonna use it for friction. And when we go backwards, forward on 3, okay? 1, 2. No, on 3. On 3. Stop. You're digging it. Stop it. We're stuck. We're gonna have to walk it. Walk? Yes, walk. I don't even know where we are. Turn it off, will you?
Oh, great. We don't know where we are. The car is stuck and it's getting late.
And we're about to become the main ingredient in Dracula's Bloody Mary.
This is like a nightmare.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to take a look over here.
Hey, well, wait for us.
Help! Help! I'm crazy!
Don't move!
No, I can't move!
Don't panic! Here, grab this stick! Grab this stick! Don't panic now! Careful, calm down! Come on! That's it! Got it! Okay.
Yeah, I will.
You okay?
Shoes will never be the same.
Okay. Let's go. Let's try to get somewhere. Come on. You gotta keep it dry. Great. Castle Dracula.
Castle Dracula. It's just a Victorian mansion. I'm beginning to think that those guys deliberately sent us into that quicksand.
Good, John. Isn't this great? The house, the fog, Bela Lugosi would have loved it.
Well, good evening.
Good evening. Excuse us, sir, but our car got stuck.
There's no need to explain. Come in, please. Come in.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Yes, of course.
Nosing around.
Whoa, I think we get the same cleaning lady.
It's the man's home. Now, what are you looking for?
I don't know. Is he some sort of secret panel or something?
Maybe we shouldn't let her go off alone with him. He's an old man. Now, come on, sit down. He's being hospitable. She was soaking wet. Better wet than the bride of Dracula.
Come in.
Well, did you find something to your liking?
Oh, yes, this dress is beautiful.
Oh, lovely. You look absolutely lovely. I want you to have it.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
But I insist. It belonged to my late wife. She was beautiful. Just as beautiful as you are. You know, you standing there, a portrait of radiance, it's as if my late sweet wife had returned. Will you excuse me, my dear? I'll be waiting downstairs to greet you. Look at this. This guy must be worth a fortune. It's a Van Dyke.
Whoa, that must be terrific. Look at this one here is X-rated.
Well. John boy, your vampires avoid mirrors like the plague. What's your explanation for that?
I don't have one.
Shall I explain?
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid you've stumbled on an old man's vanity. At my age, I don't like to be reminded of the ravages of time.
Of course, we understand.
I telephoned the tow truck. Gas station's nearby. He'll be here soon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Greaves.
Call me Edwin. I must apologize for the state of my home. But I've been away until recently. I've been recuperating from some heart problems.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
How long have you lived here?
I was born here.
So you know the legend of the vampire?
Yes. Of course. Gentlemen, a goddess deigns to visit this human sphere. Come and see for yourself.
Ring my southern bells. Wonderful.
Why, thank you, Consul.
Positively ravishing. I can now say what I think because it's one of the benefits of old age.
Especially if you're over 400 years old.
Quite sweet, sir. Mild, thank you. I thought you might be hungry.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind.
Are you going to eat with us? Alas, no. I've lost my appetite for solid food for, many years now. Excuse me.
You must excuse Mr. Greaves. He's lonely and ill. He drinks too much. I'm afraid
afraid he's getting a bit senile.
Other than that, he's probably a pretty good boss.
Well, I presume you've been with Mr. Greaves for a long time.
No. Only since he got out of the hospital a few months ago.
He's looking kind of pale. He ought to go to the beach more often.
Actually, the poor man suffers from insomnia. He generally sleeps through the day.
Gentlemen, the tow truck is here.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Mr. Greaves.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you so much.
Only there.
Yes, I hope we'll see you again soon.
Well, I was planning on leaving in a few days. But you never know, my plans could change.
You know what I'd like? I'd like a memento of this occasion. Stop!
I never gave you permission to take my picture.
You have abused my hospitality. I'll give you the film back. Give me the film now. Out, out, out. Get out! Out! Oh, talk about hitting pay dirt. You just broke bread with Dracula. Dracula? Come on, you're just an eccentric old man. Come on, if that isn't a vampire, I'll eat a bat. $200 to tow us out of the mud. I'm out of cash. That's highway robbery. We'll go to a bank. Relax. You know how to sing? Yeah? Sing Someday My Prince Will Come. I saw you give him back the film. I gave him back film, not the film. Of course, I'm going to lose the candid shots of Cynthia the turtle woman hatching her eggs, but this is a much bigger story. Here, hang on. Well, I'm just going to find a bank. No, hang on for 1 second. What are you going to get when you pick those up? Pictures of an old man. No, I won't. Vampires don't reflect in mirrors, and they don't photograph.
Edwin Greaves were a vampire. We'd know it.
How?
He'd leave his upper plate in a victim.
You'll see, pal. You'll see.
I'm convinced that bats are the key to this contagion.
Okay, tonight, while Allison's still packing up the Jones and the bats are flying, we will track them to their lair. You know what I've always wondered about?
What?
Okay, so if Dracula sleeps in an open coffin, all those bats flying around, think of what his suit must look like when he wakes up.
Definitely Indian Hollow.
Sure as heck is, pal. Here.
Is that garlic?
Yep. A clove a day keeps the vampires away.
Everybody else, friends, family, our community.
Hold on. I'm getting a reading here.
What kind? Time, temperature, humidity, or the precise location of the Batmobile?
We are definitely on the scent here, pal.
You're the scent.
Of course.
Someone blasted up in the mountain. That's okay.
Vampires control an incredible amount of psychic energy.
Yeah? That may be, but this vampire used dynamite.
Come on, let's go. That would have disrupted the bats. That's why there's so many of them flying around. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Hold your light. Hey, look at these bats. Don't, you'll spook them. We got you, Bob. We can get out of here. Forget it. Put the stuff down here. Look, this stuff means that there's somebody here. Let's go. Scope this place out. This, like Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory.
Smells more like Dr. Frankenstein's brewery.
We sell no shot in before it's time. Whoa, the time for this stuff may never come. Sendrex. Well, why does that sound familiar? Beats me, Jack. You don't drink that stuff. Take the chrome off a bumper.
No intention of drinking. I just thought we could take some for analysis.
You know, I'll bet this labyrinth stretches for miles and miles and miles.
So it was the moonshiners who reopened the cave.
Yeah, and set loose a vampire.
Jumping to a conclusion.
I'm not jumping to anything, Jack.
They reopened it to construct the still.
Oh, yeah?
An English crown dated 1562.
In mint condition.
Miss Alice,
Mr. Crease, you startled me.
may I be allowed to escort you home?
Oh, it's okay. I know my way.
In this day and age, a young girl like you can't be too careful. Besides, there's something I've been wanting to tell you about Joan. Let's walk through the park. The beauty of the magnolias and the smell of the orange blossoms excites the blood. It excites the blood.
Relax, Division. Shadow chases will continue in a moment.
I hope Dr. Bidwell can do an analysis on this stuff tonight.
Yeah, he'll be awake to do it.
Local guys, you don't need that gun, really. Okay.
Look at that. They're taking our shine as evidence. What'd I tell you? I'll be damned, Sam. You were right. They are the feds.
No, we're not.
Sure you are, boy.
I owe the government back taxes from 1979.
Shut up.
Just mine with that gun pointing it over there.
And if you're not the feds, what are you doing with our shine?
Well, you see, there's been an outbreak of illness in the
We're taking
town.
it to have it analyzed.
for
If it's
analysis.
clear, I'm going to put in an order.
I told you they was the feds.
Gentlemen, if I may ask you something here, is this yours?
Get out of my way. You hear me? Now get away now. We got to stop. You hear me? We got to stop.
Yo, Doc, how's she feeling?
Very weak. Anemia? Same symptoms as Joan and the others.
Can we see her?
She's sleeping. Perhaps later.
I just want to give her some flowers.
She doesn't need flowers. She needs rest. Maybe this afternoon. And I have the results of those tests you asked me to run this morning. I have to admit, I thought you were crazy, but, well, come on down and see for yourself.
I'll check you guys later.
Where are you going? This
Well,
is
I
important.
made a date with one of the lovely nurses for tea, so I'll see you later. Ta-ta.
Dr. Stratton, for nurse.
Shall we?
Right.
So the moonshine was contaminated with a heavy concentration of verathion. No wonder people were getting sick.
That pharmaceutical product was withdrawn from the market several years ago, precisely because it caused anemia in those who took it.
Was it manufactured by the Sendrex company by any chance?
That's right. Why?
Because we found mash aging in steel drums marked with their name.
I see. Well, this type of poison is treatable now that we know what we're looking for. I got 16 people down with this thing. Well, I have to start getting them in here.
God, this isn't Mardi Gras. It's a hospital room.
Malayan elephant garlic, a broad-spectrum vampire repellent. And look, fresh parsley. Legend has it that it seals the windows. It was picked expertly at midnight by two ladies of my acquaintance, Rosemary and Thyme.
Oil and vinegar can treat the hospital to a salad.
And now, final circle of salt. No self-respecting vampire will cross it On the other hand, this vampire has no self-respect. She's in big trouble.
Make some shine and get rich. You and your big ideas.
Yeah, it was your idea.
That's what you say.
You don't listen to me.
Oh, you're always blaming me for something.
All right, load 'em up.
Yeah. Tell me nothing.
Beeline Stone admitted it was their still you found. I'd say the people in this town is drinking that poison. Oh, you two boys are dead of gratitude.
Don't mention it. However, if there is a reward...
Nonsense! Being able to help is its own reward.
A reward is its own reward.
By the way, if someone had drank a lot of that stuff, not me, you understand, but where would he get that remedy you mentioned, just in case someone calls to ask?
Well, I suggest you talk to Dr. Bidwell. He's making arrangements to treat people who might have been affected.
Well, just curious, you understand.
Completely.
Have a good day!
And you.
Okay, here we go, Pally. Proof positive. Oh, no.
Let me see. These are the worst pictures I've ever seen.
So what, I have time to frame him and light him? What, are you kidding me?
It's okay, you blew it. Accept defeat.
Look, if old man Greaves were a vampire, he wouldn't have been photographed. How could I have been so wrong?
How could you have been right?
I was so certain.
Well, we all make mistakes, you more than most.
Wait a minute. Give me those photos again. Whoa, I knew it. Here, take a look. Where's Miles?
You took it so fast, he's out of the frame.
Come on, he was pushing the T-card. We've been barking up the wrong vampire. It's Miles.
He isn't a vampire. There's never been a corroborated case of vampirism. The closest was a group of people who turned out to be suffering from a rare blood disease.
I got a problem here, Johnny. If vampires don't photograph, then that means they're not going to show up on TV. How am I going to book him on the Donahue show?
That's the last of it. Whoever did this should have waited for Halloween.
Allison? Allison? Yo, Bidwell, what's going on here?
Allison? We don't know. She's disappeared.
Disappeared? Have you tried the Collingswood house?
Of course, she's not there.
Well, what are you doing about
We're
it?
doing everything we possibly can. Now, you'll have to excuse me. You just can't leave a hospital like that.
Yeah, especially without paying your bills. Okay, the vampire has made her anemic, and now he's going to finish her off.
What's to do with the vampire? It's the moonshine.
Allison doesn't drink.
How do you know she doesn't drink?
Because the maid told me. So
Oh, the maid.
maybe just the vampire who made her anemic.
You may
Okay?
think he's a vampire, and if he does, he's a psychotic.
Come on. Where are we going? We're going vampire hunting, Jack. Care to come along?
No choice.
She's in this mansion now, in the clutches of Dracula. Benedict! Benedict? Where'd he go? Did you get any? Back door, come on. Gotta find the basement. That's where all the vampires keep their coffins. Oh, this is marshland. Houses around here don't have a basement. Okay, then. Where is it that people keep their trunks, their old clothes, and their spare crock pots? The attic. Good, Johnny.
Greaves? Mr. Greaves? Are you all right?
Oh, doesn't matter. I've served my master, and now I can die.
Master? What master?
Miles.
The servant. You were Miles's Igor?
The early settlers imprisoned a vampire in the cave at Indian Hollow. It was Miles, and we couldn't stop them.
We? Who's we?
His family. In every generation, one of Miles' descendants has lived here.
Miles was your ancestor? What was he, like a distant cousin?
No, he's my great.
Yeah, we get the idea.
Great.
Got a girl to save.
Great-grandfather.
Where is the old geezer? Has he got Allison with him?
I don't know.
Tell me, has Miles asked for money or anything?
He needn't ask. This house and all that I possess, it's all his. I only held it in trust for his return.
What are you saying, that Miles is a con man?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he heard about the legend and decided to find someone who believed in it. Now tell me, Mr. Greaves, how do you know Miles is who he says he is?
I've waited so long. He must be the master.
Mr. Greaves? You all right?
He's dead, right?
No, he's asleep.
What? Let's go.
Want to lead him? Allison? Look! Come on! Yes! Let's go! All right. Come in. Yes, up these stairs!
Miles?
Look!
What?
Come on, Miles, quit kidding around. Let's be friends. I'll take you to the blood bank. They're having a special.
Oh, look! He's under his spell. No, shut. You can't open it.
Yes, I can.
What are you doing? You can't do that. It's a busted Beethoven.
No, it isn't.
Busted Beethoven.
Allison! Where are you going?
What are you doing?
You're compulsive. You're never going to get all that glass cleaned up with that. If you have it on high shag.
You want rope? This rope.
It's a great idea, John boy.
Here we come!
You gonna work? Yeah. After you. Okay. Steady now.
Just keep your hands up the rope, okay? I'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, come on, guys.
Okay.
Hurry up. Come on.
Right, I'm coming.
Just get your legs. Come on.
It looks easy. It is easy.
Okay. Shh. Come on.
Hey!
Come on.
All right. Whoa! Oh!
Are you all right? Come on.
protection. Here.
What, a locket?
Yeah, I got it from Magda Kalinka. A vodka and a Transylvanian violin contains a powerful anti-vampire agent. Put that around your neck.
What else does she say to you?
Go.
See what a gift I have for you. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew we were destined for one another. Now, a little pain, and then the gift of eternal life. Together.
Stop! Keep your fangs off of her!
No, Miles. You need help. Now, we can help you. We can take you to a place where they'll cap you, where you can get better.
The undead cannot be helped.
Come on, Miles. Come on, you're not a vampire.
Soon you shall find out just how wrong you are.
No! If you're a vampire, you wouldn't need to use a knife, right? Now, that's what you used on Joan, isn't it?
You don't understand. There are rituals, you see.
No, Miles. No, there are no rituals. No, it's all in your mind. You're confused. Your mind is confused. You're tormented. There are no stupid mortals.
Coming here was a terrible mistake. Your last mistake.
Yes, again, bad breath.
A childish toy.
He's hypnotized her. Bad breath.
Shadow chases will continue in a moment.
I take it that Allison's on the mend.
She's doing very well.
Doing very well. She's probably doing great. Are you aware that the treatment for anemia is liver milkshakes?
What an odd case. A servant who thought he was a vampire and a master who thought he was a servant.
Yes, it's a classic case of folie à deux.
A case of folie à deux? What's that, champagne?
No, it's a psychiatric syndrome. It means a delusion shared by two people.
Reminds me of my relationship with my ex-girlfriend, Treva.
Who was Miles? A local boy?
Local, I would say local. He was hanging around there for about 400 years.
No one really knows. One supposition is that he's a drifter who met Mr. Greaves and developed his vampire fantasy.
Very neat theory, John Boy, but it doesn't explain everything.
Indeed?
Yeah, there was a gold coin I found in a cave dated 1562, exactly at the time of the lost colony.
Yeah, well, that's just someone's gold coin that they lost from
Oh, you're really reaching for that one, Pally.
Jonathan, you've done a good job. You deserve a reward.
People keep saying that. What about something involving dollars?
No, I'll just settle for a promise to attend next year's academic convention.
Done.
You really mean it?
Certainly.
Oh, thank you very much. Will it be held at London, Rome, Zurich, Milan, Nairobi?
Right here. It's being hosted by the Institute.
Coming up on The Cosby Show. With Claire away on business, Cliff is left in command of the family, plus its new member, a puppy that Rudy is reluctant to let go.
I'm Airman Sheila Johnson. Join me as our guests perform a song about training experiences in the field, next in the Ghost House.